guys, so today I'm going to share a recipe with you. This first recipe is going to be homemade focaccia bread. I already tried it earlier this week and it's so yummy. So first thing you want to do is activate the yeast. So you'll need, I'll have all the recipe below in the description box. I'm just following the one I have written down. So you need a small bowl. In that bowl, you're going to put a tablespoon of sugar. And then you're going to put 1 packet of active dry yeast. And just mix that around a little bit to mix it. Then you're going to put 1.5 cups of warm water. It has to be warm. Just put that over the yeast and just stir it a little. Now you're going to leave this standing for 10 minutes. Put a timer if you want. Now, while you wait for the yeast to activate, you're going to do your flour mixture. You need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. It has to be unbleached, enriched flour. 3 cups. And then you want 2 teaspoons of coarse salt. So, this is actually garlic salt. That I got from a grinder. Garlic sea salt. You can just use regular sea salt or kosher salt. Don't use regular table salt. Make sure it's either sea salt or kosher salt. You want the big grains. So 2 teaspoons of that. And just stir that up. You just want to make sure it's mixed. And that's it for now. I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll mix the yeast into the flour, okay? Okay, now it's time to put the yeast mixture into the flour mixture. Now, if you can see this, if you see that on top, that means the yeast is active and it's perfect. So now what you do is just make a little well into the flour and pour the yeast mixture in. And then start using a spoon or anything to start mixing it. Okay, now that you see all the flour mixture is gone and it's still sticky, take about a 1/4 cup more and sprinkle it over the flour. A little bit at a time until it's not sticking anymore. Now, this is the part where you want to use your hands, so you know it's not sticky anymore. Clean hands. And just keep dusting flour over it until it's not sticky. Okay, that feels good. Okay, now what you want to do is take a bigger roll and you're going to put a tablespoon of olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, you can use regular vegetable oil, works just as good. The olive oil gives it a little better taste. So put a tablespoon of oil into the bowl. just so the dough won't stick to it as it rises. And just coat the bowl.
So the 18th. Oh, B2. Starting loose after B2.
Okay. Now what do you want to do? Is take the dough, put it in the bowl.
Jake's right around 2. This kid's right around 3. And Jake's pushing you.
And then you want to coat the bottom of the dough and then flip it and coat the top, the other side, just so it's coated in the oil and it doesn't stick. Now what you want to do is take a towel, cover it. You want to keep it in a warm place for about an hour, hour and a half. I usually do about between an hour and a half, hour 15 minutes until it doubles in size. And then when that happens, I'll be back, okay? Okay, so you want to set your oven to 375 just until about, your dough is done rising. And what you'll need is some kind of baking dish with a high lid because it's going to rise, so it's just a pizza pan. Some more olive oil. And this is where you can get creative, is get your own toppings. This is pizza seasoning toppings. It has chopped garlic, sea salt, red pepper, chopped onion, tomato, oregano, rosemary, basil, thyme. So, and I'm going to use Parmesan cheese. And you can add other stuff like sun-dried tomatoes and, crushed peppers, whatever you want. So what you can do is take a tablespoon, oil the pan first. You don't need olive oil to oil the pan, just make sure the pan's oiled. But since I have this here, I'm going to do it, so. So now the pan's oiled. Then, here's our dough. And I'll show you. It's doubled in size. So what you can do is punch it down, clean hands. Just punch it down like that. Take your pan and put it onto your pan. And just kind of push it out just a little bit. Just like that. I'm going to wipe my hands off. And from this, I'm going to add just a little more olive oil. Just drizzle it on top. And then I'm going to sprinkle cheese on. Just a little bit. Mine's a grinder, but whatever you have, put your seasoning on. Okay, so now you have this. Okay, so it baked for 30 minutes, and it's a nice golden brown, so I'm going to show you. It just came out, so it's really hot.
Already made some.
And there you go. It feels so good, and it tastes even better. So I'll have pictures at the end, and it's ready to cut now, but I'd let it cool a little bit. But yeah, alright, bye.